আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। রেকর্ডিং ইন প্রোগ্রেস স্যার।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ এখন দেখি হচ্ছে।
মাশাআল্লাহ।
Okay. Okay, so students, you can see the screen. Can you?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see the screen? Okay. Narration. Actually, it is not sentence narration. In class 7, we discussed this topic, but we discussed basic information, basic things on narration. But in class 8, you will have to answer passage narration. Passage narration means a passage type some extract will be given, and you will need to answer them following the instruction which you studied before. Now I am going to discuss from the basic way. Students, now what is the number of participants?
13 sir.
13. That means only 11. We are the 2 persons here. Only 11 students are here. Would I start, miss? 5 minutes.
Yes
I think
sir.
I have to
5
wait
minutes.
2 more minutes, right?
Okay sir.
Because whenever I start, they may not catch it, and then I should
But
pause another.
but
problem.
why they are late? We don't know.
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
should
Just
be they should be punctual, isn't it?
students, yes, thank you. Students, you are requested to be punctual, and you should be. It should be practiced at home and everywhere, because learning, studying, or student must be punctual, attentive, sincere, honest, and that's why you are studying at school. Otherwise, you gather knowledge different way. It does not mean that only bookish knowledge can help you to go ahead. Okay, I am going to start narration. Here, students, you can see points. You can see the cursor. Can you see the cursor, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saurabh says, I write a letter. Saurabh says, I write a letter. After says, there is a comma. I write a letter. Before I, there is a quotation. I write a letter. After sentence, there is a full stop, and also finishing of quotation. Remember it is. I repeat. Saurabh says, after says, there is a comma, and there is a quotation at the beginning of another sentence. I write a letter, full stop, and also quotation. Here, this sentence is direct narration. Direct narration, whatever you say. So you can see comma, quotation. But in indirect narration, Saurabh says that he writes a letter. Saurabh says that he writes a letter. Again, Saurabh said, comma, quotation, I write a letter, and it is another direct narration. And change is that, be careful about, Saurabh said that he wrote a letter. In the previous sentence, there was no change of tenses. You can see write, again writes. But in this sentence, because write became wrote, right becomes wrote, right becomes wrote. Clear? That is, in this previous sentence, the reporting verb, it is says is reporting verb. Reporting verb is in present tense. In the next sentence, said is the past tense of say. Said is the past tense of say. So it is past tense, and change happened in also in indirect narration. She Saurabh says that he writes a letter, whereas Saurabh said that he wrote a letter. Here, I write a letter, same sentence. Here, I write a letter, same sentence. But in indirect narration, there is a change. And it is because the reporting verb said is past tense. Clear about this, students?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. That is, we have got
Yes, sir. Clear.
here. Okay, thank you. Saurabh says it is a reporting verb sentence. And I write you later, it is reported speech sentence. Clear? Okay. So what do you learn from this? Reporting verb says, report speech sentence, and here is also verb write. And this write is present indefinite tense, and here says is present tense. Again, in this sentence, you can see next one, you can see my cursor. Write is present tense, but said is past tense. Reporting verb sentence. And that's why there is a change in indirect narration. Let's go. So we have learned, or we can say there are two kinds of sentences, two kinds of narration. There are two types of narration. One is direct narration, another is indirect narration. That one is direct narration. Suppose Naziba says, I write a letter, and Naziba says that she writes a letter. First one is direct narration, and second one is indirect narration. Already you have learned it. So there are two types of narration. Okay, now I want to remind you, or I want to say you to follow very minutely in indirect narration. Any question? Any question?
ঠিক আছে স্যার। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
Any
আমাদের
question?
থাকে এই যে এই যে জুমে হইতেছে।
In direct narration, report speech sentence always remains in between inverted comma. Shartamis,
জি 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 স্যার।
আপনি আনমিউট করেন। আনমিউট আছেন। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ। In indirect narration, report speech sentence always remains in between inverted comma. Therefore, report speech sentence, this she sings a song. It is in between inverted comma. In direct narration, in report speech sentence always remains in between inverted comma. It is direct narration, and here a report speech sentence is in between comma, inverted comma. Number two, the first letter of a report speech sentence is always capital letter. Here she is capital letter. Number three, in direct narration after reporting verb, and complement, that is, you see, he said to me, it is direct narration reporting verb. He said to me, it is reporting verb sentence. Now question is that in direct narration after reporting verb and complement, there sits a comma. Already I have told it. And here you can see Saurabh says there is a comma, reporting verb part. I write a letter, and after comma, before starting report speech quotation mark is used. That is this quotation. Already I have told it. Now, rules of changing tenses. Rules of changing tenses. If the reporting verb is present or future tense, here you can see Saurabh says. Any question, please?
Sir, assalamu alaikum.
Yes, alaikum salam. Any question, Baba?
No, sir.
Okay. There are two types of narration, direct narration and indirect narration. Here, rules of changing tenses in narration. Rules of changing tenses in narration. If the reporting verb is in present or future tense, I have already told you, Saurabh says it is reporting verb sentence, and says is here present tense. And it can be future. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I am having net problems. Can I leave and rejoin again?
Yes, try, sir. If the reporting verb is in present or future tense, remember it is says is present tense. Past tense of say is said. So here reporting verb is says, present tense, and the tense of relative speech verb in indirect narration will not change. So if the reporting verb is present tense, that is says, in indirect narration there will be no change of tenses. Example, he says to me, I eat rice. Here you can see he tells me that he eats rice. That is no change of tenses. Students, can you understand it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. He says, that is, a says is present tense, and that's why no change of tenses in indirect narration. That only person changes. Okay. Number two, if the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of reporting speech verb in indirect narration will be corresponding past. If the reporting verb is in past tense, that is said, not say.
Oh,
He said to me, I eat rice. Remember, it is I eat rice here also, but here change is he told me that he
ate
ate
rice.
rice. Because since the reporting verb is past tense, report speech sentence will be corresponding past. Present indefinite becomes past indefinite. Do you have any question related to this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now we have understood reporting verb, reported speech, reporting verb sentence, reported speech sentence, and also question of tenses. If the reporting verb is present tense in indication, there will be no change of reported speech sentence. If the reporting verb is present tense, there will be no change of reported speech verb. But if the reporting verb is past tense, there will be change of corresponding past will be happened in the narration. Now, I have already mentioned you corresponding past. Don't type first. That is, there is a similarity, and you will see it how it is corresponding first. Now, I have told it when reporting verb past tense, present tense no change. But when the reporting verb past tense, I have already told you that corresponding
change.
past. It will change, and now change will be that if the reporting verb sentence is present tense, it will be in past in indefinite. It will be, I'm sorry, if the reporting verb sentence is present indefinite tense, it will be past indefinite tense. Clear? If the reporting verb is past tense and reporting speech sentence is present indefinite tense, in indefinite it will be past indefinite tense. If it is present continuous tense, it will be past continuous tense. If the sentence in reported speech is present, present, I'm sorry, something wrong here. Sorry, this will be present indefinite tense. So this will be, oh sorry, right, it's correct. Present indefinite will be past indefinite. It is correct. And past present continuous will be past continuous. Present perfect will be good. Red sign is present basic form and changed form. Present perfect, past perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Past indefinite, past perfect. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. And then if the sentence in report is in direct narration, if the reported speech sentence is past perfect or past perfect continuous, there will be no change. There will be no change. Students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Clear.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The past
Oh.
perfect there, and also if it is universal truth or habitual fact. If it is universal truth or habitual fact, অর্থাৎ চিরন্তন সত্য, তাহলে আমি আবার বাংলা বলে যাচ্ছি, রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব পাস্ট টেন্সে থাকলে, রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব পাস্ট টেন্সে থাকলে ইন ইন্ডিয়ান রিপোর্ট স্পিচ সেন্টেন্সগুলো, রিপোর্ট স্পিচ সেন্টেন্স যদি প্রেজেন্ট ইনডেফিনিট থাকে পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট হবে, প্রেজেন্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস থাকলে পাস্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস হবে, প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট থাকলে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট হবে। কখন বলো তো বাবা, কি কখন হবে এটি বাবজানরা? Can anyone say?
স্যার আবার বলবেন।
এই যে প্রেজেন্ট ইনডেফিনিট পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট হবে, এটা কখন হবে? প্রেজেন্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস পাস্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস হবে, প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট পাস্ট পারফেক্ট।
Sir, when the reporting verb is in past tense.
গুড। যখন রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব পাস্ট টেন্সে থাকবে,
স্যার যখন রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব পাস্ট টেন্সে থাকে,
হ্যাঁ তখন ইন্ডিয়ান করতে গেলে প্রেজেন্ট ইনডেফিনিট হয়ে যাবে পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট, তাই না? আচ্ছা, এবার আসো প্লিজ, সাম পয়েন্টস টু বি নোটেড in order to change a direct narration sentence to indirect narration. খেয়াল করো নোটগুলো, it is needed to use conjunction. Can you hear? Conjunction connector following the sequence and sense of reporting verb and reported speech. That is, we have কিছুক্ষণ আগে আমরা that ব্যবহার করছি, conjunction that, he says that, he said that. Clear? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is, it is needed to use conjunction or connector following the sequence and sense of reporting verb and reported speech. So conjunction, এখন question কি দেখো, use conjunction that use conjunction that if the reported speech sentence is assertive sentence or imperative sentence. Is assertive sentence, imperative sentence, and imperative sentence starting by let. Imperative sentence, one sentence. Someone suppose that he said to me, "Open the door." Listen to me. Suppose that he said to me, "Open the door." He said to me, comma quotation. Sorry. Open the door. Look. Here, this sentence does not start by let. So here the narration is he ordered me to open the door. But if you see he said to me, let him open the door. So what is the answer? The answer is he ordered me that. So I am just here trying to mention to highlight you the conjunction that is used in imperative sentence, but in the previous sentence that is not used. So he said to me, who ordered me, let him open the door, that he might be or he might open the door. So here conjunction that is used. But in the first sentence that is not used. Here that is used. He ordered me to open the door. But when the sentence starts by using let, use conjunction that. Again, another one is he said to me, comma quotation, let us open a shop. Okay. Then the indirect narration of the sentence is he proposed me, because he proposed me that we should open a shop. Students, can you understand the purpose of this sentence? Huh? Use conjunction that if the reported speech sentence is assertive sentence, that is, or statement sentence. Imperative sentence by starting let দিয়ে আরম্ভ হলে সেখানে দ্যাট বসবে, বাট লেট যদি না হয় তাহলে দ্যাট বসবে না। আমি সেটা বোঝানোর জন্য অ্যান্সারটা লিখছি। জাস্ট to understand you this, I have written the sentence. That is, he said to me, open the door. He ordered me to open the door. He said to me, let him open the door. He ordered me that he might open the door, or he might be allowed to open the door. He said to me, let us open a shop. He proposed me that we should open a shop. Students, do you have any question related to this?
No, sir.
No, sir. Clear.
Have you understood, Baba?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this is use of conjunction that. Now question that when will you use that conjunction, Baba? Huh? বলো দেখি, who can say something about this? When will you use conjunction that?
When we will
Sir, when
write
there will be
indirect narration.
Indirect narration when the sentence reported speech sentence is assertive. When the reported speech sentence is assertive or statement sentence, in indirect narration we use that. When the reported speech sentence starts is imperative but it starts by let, then we use conjunction that. When the repeated speech sentence is optative sentence, then we will use that. Then suppose that optative sentence, here I can use another example. He said to me, he said to me, comma, quotation, may Allah bless you. May Allah bless you, comma, quotation, finish. Here you can say, wish question. He said to me, may Allah bless you. Here the intonation of the sentence is, he wished me that, he wished me that Allah might
Bless me.
bless me, তাই না?
Bless me. Yes, sir.
me হবে,
Yes, sir. Bless me.
bless me,
It
তাই
will
না?
be done. Yes, sir.
So বুঝতে পারছো কনজাংশন দ্যাট গুলা কোথায় বসবে? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, he said to me, he said to me, may Allah bless you. He wished me that Allah might bless me. So conjunction that is used when the repeated speech sentence is assertive sentence, when the repeated sentence is imperative sentence, but the sentence starts by using let, that is let us, let him, and optative sentence when the sentence is wishing sentence, that is this, that is used. Okay, so I have mentioned, I have tried to clarify you the use of conjunction that. Now you can see, if the reported speech sentence is interrogative sentence, if the reported sentence is use conjunction if or whether or ws word if the reported speech sentence is interrogative sentence. Dear students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you understand that matter I am discussing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, use conjunction if or whether or ws words if repeated speech sentence is interrogative sentence. Suppose that he said to me, he said to me, do you take your meal? Your meal. Okay, question mark, quotation point. Now, introduction of the sentence is, he asked me, you can see change of, say, asked me if or whether. Okay, whether it is present indefinite tense, I took my meal. Students, can you understand this? He said to me, do you take your meal? He asked me if or whether I took my meal. This one. Again, he said to me, comma, quotation, why do you call me? Suppose he said to me, what do you eat? Sorry, what do you eat? Question mark, quotation finish. He said to me, what do you eat? It is interrogative sentence, WS question. Now, interrogation of this sentence is, he asked me what I ate. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
আচ্ছা, এখানে দেখো কোশ্চেন মার্ক থাকছে না, এটা মনে রাখতে হবে। ইন ইন্টারোগেশন দেয়ার ইজ নো ইউজ অফ কোশ্চেন মার্ক or exclamation sign, and it next time I will say you. Okay, so what is the purpose of speaking, telling this? Use conjunction if or whether or ws words if repeated speech sentence is interrogative sentence. Then you can see, do you take your meal? He asked me, here asked is used, asked me whether I took my meal, or he said to me, what do you eat? He asked me what I ate. It is present indefinite tense, and that's why past indefinite tense. Number 2, it is needed in narration, in interpretation, it is needed to follow grammatical sequence corresponding present, past, universal, matter, habitual, fact. Already discussed করছি তোমাদেরকে. Number 3, you must find out the person who is speaking to whom. খুঁজে বের করতে হবে কার সাথে কে কথা বলছে। প্লিজ লিসেন টু মি।
Speaker and listener.
Yes, you must find out the persons who is speaking to whom. Number 4, don't use question mark, quotation mark in the indirect narration. Always use full stop. That is, in indirect narration, there is no use of question mark, quotation mark, exclamation sign. Always you must use full stop. Be careful, it's very important. In indirect narration, you cannot apply question mark, uh, exclamation sign, or quotation mark, because it is, please, someone is trying to annotate. I'm sorry to say, I know how to control it, but it is so much. Please.
Who is that? And yeah. Annotation. Stop annotation. Boys, don't do that now, please. Annotation off now.
Okay.
Sir, you can. Sir, of
Okay.
course. Sir, ke to diye diti power.
Okay, thank you. I have done it, but I need to give attention there. That is the question. Okay, so
Comma use of the.
No, in Indian narration there is no use of comma, no use of question mark, no use of exclamation sign, quotation mark. Use full stop. It is, but in direct narration, the comma, quotation, exclamation sign, all will be applicable. But in Indian narration, you will describe it plainly.
Just full stop.
Use full stop. Only use full stop. Okay. Okay. It is needed to follow grammatical sequence. Already I have discussed it, and I think you could understand it. Next one, you must find out the person who is speaking to whom. Don't use question mark, quotation mark. Already I have said. Now, another thing very important: subject, map, number, person, gender. Change of following the subject matter, subject, number, person, and gender on the basis of reporting verb sentence. অর্থাৎ হি সেড টু মি, কে কাকে বলছে, সে আমাকে বলল ডু ইউ, ইউ কাকে ফলো করছে এটা খেয়াল করতে হবে। হি সেড টু মি ডু ইউ ইট মিল, দ্যাট ইজ ডু ইউ, ইউ ইজ আই থিঙ্ক মি, সো হি আস্কড মি ইফ আই। So subject, number, person, gender, change of following the subject, number, person and gender on the basis of reporting verb sentence. Reporting verb এ কি করা আছে সেই অনুসারে তোমাকে সাবজেক্ট, নাম্বার চেঞ্জ এগুলো you have to do it. Clear, students? Okay.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, already I have discussed rules of using conjunction and first tense. Already done it. Bangla, I have translated in Bangla to English. Okay, already I have discussed this. Present indefinite will be past indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, is it? Okay. Now students, here, follow the following changes minutely. Here, some examples are given. Can you say what will be the present, if the reporting verb is past tense, what will be the sentence of reporting sentence in indefinite narration? Or the present indefinite will be, who can say?
Past indefinite.
Present continuous?
Past continuous.
Present perfect?
Past perfect.
Present perfect continuous?
Past perfect continuous.
Past perfect continuous.
Past indefinite?
Present indefinite.
Past indefinite, past perfect.
Past indefinite, past perfect. যে বলতেছে, হ্যাঁ, থ্যাংক ইউ। কে জানি বলতেছে কথাটা? Who is he?
Sir, Zarif sir.
Zarif. Past indefinite will be past perfect. Remember, present indefinite, past indefinite. Present continuous, past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. But past present perfect continuous, past perfect. Past indefinite, past perfect. এটা জাম করবে, এটা জাম করে। Past indefinite will be past perfect. That's why I have told you corresponding past, corresponding past. So past indefinite, past perfect. Past continuous?
Past continuous.
Sir, past
perfect continuous.
Past indefinite in the past perfect. Sorry, past continuous will be past perfect continuous. But past perfect?
Past perfect.
একই থাকবে।
Sir, past perfect.
Past perfect.
এটা একই থাকবে, আর past perfect continuous এটাও একই থাকবে। এখন কি একবার আমাকে শুনতে পারবে? If the reporting verb is past tense and if speech sentence is present indefinite,
then past indefinite.
Present continuous?
Past continuous.
Past continuous.
Right. Present perfect?
Past
Past
perfect.
perfect.
Present perfect continuous.
Past
Past
perfect continuous.
continuous.
Past indefinite.
Past perfect.
Past
Past
perfect.
continuous.
Past perfect continuous.
Past perfect.
Past
Past
perfect.
perfect, sir. Same.
Past
So it
perfect
will remain same.
continuous.
It will remain same.
Past perfect continuous, past perfect একই থাকবে তাই না?
Past perfect continuous.
আচ্ছা, যদি এটা এই রিপোর্টিং ভার্বটা প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স থাকতো তখন কি হতো? যদি রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব সেন্টেন্সের ভার্বটা যদি প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সে থাকতো তখন কি হতো?
Present indefinite.
প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সে থাকলে ওই রিপোর্ট স্পিচ সেন্টেন্সটা যেই টেন্সে আছে ওই টেন্সে থাকবে, শুধু পার্সন চেঞ্জ হবে অ্যাকর্ডিং টু সিস্টেম। বলতো কি বলছি? যদি রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সে হয় এন্ড রিপোর্ট স্পিচ সেন্টেন্সটি পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট থাকবে, তাহলে পাস্ট ইনডেফিনিট থাকবে। প্রেজেন্ট ইনডেফিনিট থাকলে প্রেজেন্ট ইনডেফিনিট থাকবে। পাস্ট পারফেক্ট থাকলে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট থাকবে। বলতো কি বলছি?
প্রেজেন্ট ইনডিফিনিট থাকলে প্রেজেন্ট ইনডিফিনিট, পাস্ট পারফেক্ট থাকলে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট থাকবে।
কখন when it will happen?
যখন রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স।
প্রেজেন্ট টেন্সে থাকবে। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। So এখানে I think here these are examples of practicing this. I have already written all about examples, but if I discuss it, it will take a lot of time. Here, modal auxiliary can, could, may, might, shall, should. If you get this sentence, AJ, this one, if the reporting sentence verb is past perfect tense or
And
past perfect,
perfect continuous tense, there will be.
it will be same. Okay. Number two, if the reporting verb is past tense, the reported modal auxiliary, খেয়াল করো, modal auxiliary can, shall, will, may, this, and then they will be could, might, should. আবার বলছি, if the reporting verb is added with modal auxiliary, sorry, if the reporting speech sentence is added with modal auxiliary, যেমন can play, can do, can sing,
will, might, may, should.
may go, this, then it will be past. Can will be past could, shall will be should, will be would, may will be might. But যদি could, should, might এগুলো দেওয়াই থাকে তাহলে চেঞ্জ হবে না। বলো তো কি বলছি? Who can say? রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব সেন্টেন্সটা যদি পাস্ট টেন্সে থাকে তাহলে রিপোর্ট স্পিচ পরিবর্তন হবে, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
This change will be happen. Can will be could, may will be might, shall will be should, will be would. And
When the reporting verb is in past tense, then it will happen.
then it happen. But if it is present tense, it not happen. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now you can see he said to me, I can do the work. He told me that he could do the work. Again, see, he said to me, I could do the work. He told me that he could do no change. But in the
Yes,
previous
sir.
one, can would be could. Clear, Baba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I think you are quite clear. Another thing I want to remind you, that is universal truth, habitual fact. If the sentence is universal truth, habitual fact, no change of tenses. Past tense হলেও চেঞ্জ হবে না। বলতো কি বলছি? যেমন the prophet said, the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said Allah is alone. The prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah is alone. No change of past tense. Huh?
Yes,
Allah is one. No change of tenses. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Because it is all. The teacher said the earth is round. The teacher said that the earth is round. Don't need to use tense here. It will universal
It is a
truth.
habitual fact, that's why.
Right. Father said honesty is the best policy. Father said that honesty is the best policy. Latif said I never
tell
take.
a lie.
Yes, Baba. He never take, because it is usual fact. Runa said I work for an hour every morning. Runa said that she works for an hour every morning. Okay, same case. Must. Must also have some sense. If must is mandatory, then must be must. যদি মাস্ট দ্বারা অবশ্যই বোঝায় তাহলে মাস্ট থাকবে। যদি মাস্ট দ্বারা অবশ্যই না বোঝায় একটু ভাঙাচোরা বোঝায়, যেমন ধরো ইউ মাস্ট ইট ভেজিটেবল, এটা ইট ইজ নট ম্যান্ডেটরি, ইট ইজ ইউ, তাহলে ইউ হ্যাড টু। বাট ইফ ইট ইজ ম্যান্ডেটরি দেন ইউ মাস্ট উইল বি মাস্ট। ওকে, নাও দিস আর দ্য চেঞ্জেস, দিস দ্যাট, দিস দোজ, নাও দেন, এগুলো তোমরা জানো তাই না?
Yes, sir.
You know this?
Yes, sir.
Here,
Sir,
there.
2 minutes less, sir.
Yes, that's why. Today, that day, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the previous day. Come, go, hence, thence, hither, thither. Think, students, I am about to
স্যার হিদার জিদার মানে কি?
hither মানে এখানে, thither মানে সেখানে, একই কথা। Here, there আর কি। it is British. Sorry, it is little. Okay,
Old
students, I
English.
want.
Old
Only,
English.
okay, okay. Old language, old English, and it was used in drama. Actually, I have not much time. I want to discuss passage narration. Mother said to Ratul, "I have cooked a nice dish today." What is the dish? Said Ratul. It is chicken biryani, dear. Wow, I have. I love it very much. Do you want to eat now? Yes, mom. Let's go to it. You can see here. Mother said to Ratul, "I have cooked a nice dish today." Assertive sentence. What is the dish? Said Ratul. Question sentence. It is chicken biryani, dear. Baba, it is chicken biryani, Baba. So mother is telling this. Wow, I love it very much. It is son is saying this. Do you want to eat now? Mother is telling this. Yes, mom. Son is telling this. Let's go to eat. Mother is telling me. So please listen to me. Here is the mother and son, mother and Ratul are talking about a matter. Here reported verb is past tense, and now it is the change of the sentence. Mother told Ratul that I have present perfect tense. He had cooked a nice dish. Sorry, I have not written it dish. Nice dish today. Question is that why do I use today here? Actually, the matter is happening on that time, so it is
Yes,
not
sir.
that day, it is today. যখন কথা বলতেছে মা বলছে আমি রান্না করেছি তখনও কথাটা চলছে এখানে that day হবে না, today থাকবে. Mother told Ratul that she had cooked a nice dish that today. Okay, Ratul asked his mother what was that dish. দেখো full stop used, no question mark is used here. Clear?
Yes, sir,
Mother
clear.
হ্যাঁ, it is chicken biryani, dear. আদর করে মা বলতেছে বাবা এটা chicken biryani. Mother lovingly replied that it was chicken biryani, or it is chicken biryani. I think it is. You can see here also. It
Sir,
is.
affectionately reply দিলে হবে, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, affectionately reply দিলে হবে.
Yes. Affectionately or lovingly or affectionately. Yes. I also searched this word. Affectionately is also applicable here. Affectionately. Miss 1 minute, please. Which kunna? Shush. Affectionately replied that it is chicken biryani, or it was chicken biryani. Okay, wow, I love it very much. He delightfully told that he loved it very much. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir, clear. Sir, clear.
Mother asked if he wanted to eat. Then that is, you can say, if he replied that he meant Ratul replied that he wanted to eat. Then she, the mother, proposed him, that is that you say, let's proposed him that they should go to it. If you have any question, please ask me. Here I am going to close today. Please, students, do you have any question related to this topic? Any?
No, sir.
No, sir, no more questions. Thank you for
No, sir.
Sir, assalamu alaikum, sir. Allah Hafiz.
You are living very much serious to live. Okay, students, students, take the home task. I think you will do a narration related to this one passage narration, and at least from your book. Have you collected the book which we prescribed for you?
What is the
So,
home task?
advanced learners. Okay, then model question 1, 2 narration, passage narration, please. Model question 1, 2, 2 narration. Model question 1, 2, please solve it from your book, narration, passage narration, and it will be very much helpful for you. And next class, if you have any question, any query, we shall discuss it. And I think next class I shall discuss on passage narration in detail, inshallah. And also we shall practice it. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Allah Hafiz, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Well,